Hey guys, welcome to day 15. So today we're going to talk hemodialysis, or HD. HD sucks, point blank. As I mentioned yesterday, HD is the most common form of dialysis. People know it as patients going to the clinic 3 times a week, about 3 to 5 hours at a time. Not only does this take away from their days, but it wears down their body. It literally drains you because it drains your blood out, cleans it, and then puts it back. I personally started HD on August 24th, 2023 at Wake Forest Baptist. This was literally following a typical nephrology appointment that I had. I walked in, the lady said, "We're keeping you overnight, we're starting dialysis immediately, and we're putting a catheter in your chest." The next day, I was notified of my new lifestyle schedule. I had to be there every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at DaVita at 5:45 in the morning. I would go in my pajamas. I would have a duffel bag in my hand. My duffel bag consisted of a blanket, headphones, a neck pillow, and sometimes a snack, but very rarely a snack because snacks and dialysis don't normally mix well. When I would get to DaVita, I would sit in the truck, dreading going in. And when I got in, I always sat in chair 14. It was right beside the side door, and I told them that one day I was going to escape out that door. Thankfully, I eventually did on October 23rd, 2023. Once in the chair, the nurse would bring my medicine to take while the tech was hooking me up. The port that I had for HD was a chest catheter. It was right here. It was due to having it put in so quickly and having to do emergency dialysis. The benefit of having the catheter is that I didn't have to get stuck with a needle every day like most would do with the fistula. The con is that I had this huge, gaping catheter sticking out of my chest. It was always in my way, always stuck out my shirts. It was very noticeable. I wasn't allowed to take a shower. I wasn't allowed to get it wet. I couldn't even wash my hair for a while. Thankfully, Adriana did that for me, and she even braided it for me most of the time. Once hooked up, the machine would automatically take my blood pressure every so often while I just sat there. I had to sleep or I wouldn't make it through it. The pain was unbearable for me. My head would begin to hurt so bad and I would get cramps in my legs. I wanted to throw up. It was awful. Everyone in there knew, don't wake me up if you want me to make it through my session. If you don't believe me, you can go ask my old dietitian. He made the mistake of waking me up, and I've yet to let him live it down because I still see him occasionally just to go when I go say hey at DaVita. Once done, I would nearly pass out every time due to my blood pressure flooring, sometimes as low as 70/50. Then often they would ask, "How are you even standing there?" I felt like complete trash afterwards. After the first treatment at dialysis at DaVita, I couldn't even remember how to get home. I sat at a stoplight and I didn't know which way to go. I felt like complete trash afterwards. I began to look sick after each session. I would go get my breakfast of champions, which was a Chick-fil-A chocolate milkshake. Then I would head home and I would sleep for the rest of the day. I would sleep so hard that I wouldn't hear my phone ring. I wouldn't hear my dogs. I wouldn't hear my mom. I wouldn't eat. I just slept. It hurt. I hated it. I told DaVita that if something else couldn't be done, I was refusing treatment. Something had to change, and it had to change immediately. The pro of HD, you lose weight very quickly. I dropped almost 40 pounds in 2 months. The con of HD, you feel like death. Join me tomorrow and I will tell you about PD, which is peritoneal dialysis. Come back tomorrow for day 16, and don't forget to share, like, and comment. Thanks, guys.